Hey there, thought I'd pop on for a few minutes. I was on earlier, but I think, most people at work are doing things earlier in the day, so I said just give you 5 minutes now. So, what I wanted to talk about, obviously, it's January 2024 kicking off. We've got the first quarter. And I wanted to talk to you more now about women being in business, as most of the people here are. And some of us are working in our businesses full time, some for a few years, some brand new, and others are still employed or have a part time job and they're working as well. And I know it's not easy. I wanted to just check in with people and just for a little bit of straight talking, it's not easy. There's always things you're going to maybe realize you could have done differently or better, or there's always things we need to learn because life is changing, business changes, your customer needs change. And how we're doing business now is very different than perhaps that we were doing 5 years ago. It's different, and how we see ourselves is very different. So I just wanted to check in with people and just get these kind of thoughts into your head or get these questions in and mull over them before tomorrow. So I want you to ask things of yourself like, how well is your business going? In your own head, how well is your business going? Are you happy with it? Is it enough? Have you found out that you're actually really, really busy but you're not making a whole lot of money? Yeah, maybe you're breaking even. Maybe you're making just a small bit. Are you doing well enough to be putting money away into a pension and have a savings, for from different assets or stuff you want to buy? Or are you quite literally living month to month? Yeah. How well is it going for you? Are you happy with the number of clients, the type of clients, the type of service, the products? Do you feel like you're really struggling? Do you feel overwhelmed? Or do you feel that you're looking around and you think you're doing well until you see somebody else and they look like they're doing really well, and that might make you doubt yourself? It's all the different things like you're going around in circles with. And a lot of business owners struggle with those. I know I've had all of those thoughts really at some stage. And I just wanted to talk to you about, like I said earlier, about setting intentions and having a theme or an energetic statement behind your intention, because that will dictate, the sort of energy that you have. It will dictate your flow. It will dictate how you communicate with people. It's behind your decision making. So being really sure of what you want is important, but being sure of who you are and what your skills are and what your gifts are and what you're capable of. Also setting realistic intentions as well. Because say for example, if we look, I think lack and abundance it gets thrown around all the time in manifestation. If you look at lack and abundance just quickly, in the same position you could have lack and you could have abundance. Like on the law of polarity, you've got one here, the other there, but you could be in that one position at the same time. Because if you look at it, say you're in a job and you don't like your job, and what you lack is what you don't have, and what you don't, not having what you want. It's who you're not. So say you're in a job, you don't like your job, you don't have job satisfaction, you don't feel you're earning enough money, you don't feel you get recognition, you can't wait to get out of it basically. That's one way of looking at it. That's a lack. It's also your abundance at the same time, and be aware of this because this will help take some pressure off. It's your abundance because abundance is who you are and what you have. But what you do have is an income coming in. And what you do have are your skills and your know-how and your experience, and the people you know as a result of the work you're doing. So your abundance is that resource that you can use to use as leverage, or to allow you to kind of pivot into something new, or a different type of client, or a different way of doing business, or whatever. It's also your abundance. So how you perceive where you're at is huge, because you have to, these are things you have to get really right now in January. You really have to get it right now before you start making plans, because you've got to know where is your position of abundance, because that is where you're starting out. So you start with what you have and who you are. You look at what you want, but not in an escapism type of way. I mean, you're not going to go from 5,000 to 1 million in the first quarter. You might, it's unlikely though. but I can't see it happening. But however, you know, you have to be realistic in your goal setting as well, because if you are unrealistic and are shooting for the stars, something totally unrealistic, that you're setting yourself up for disappointment. And then your confidence or your self-worth might get a knock, because you think, oh God, I never did it, I didn't make that million, or I didn't make my 6 figures. I really wanted my 6 figures. I mean, somebody who's doing 6 figures in a year is not going to turn around and do 6 figures in a month within, say, 3-4 months. It's highly unlikely. You'd want to be very strategic and have an awful lot in place for that. I'm not saying it's not possible, but if you're brand new or you're doing a massive stretch for the first time, it's harder to do things the first time. Let me give you an example. If, say, you're a healer and you're starting out and you are looking at making maybe 1,000 a month, and that could be brilliant. That's all you want to make. And then you might get to do that, and it seems in the beginning it might take you a while to get there, but you get there and you think, wow, this is brilliant. And then after a while you think, oh, I'm only making 1,000 a month. I'd love to make 2, 3, 4, whatever. And when you then you aim for your 5,000, I'm going to say a 5,000 mark, because an awful lot of people aim for the 5,000 mark. So say you aim for the 5,000 mark. It takes a long time to get to the 5,000 mark. But once you consolidate it in and you're having your 5K months, it becomes automatic, and you get to a point where you can't imagine not making 5K, where you can't, you get to a point where it's just not possible really, unless you shut everything down and walked away for a month. It's just not going to happen. So it takes time, like I was saying earlier, it takes time to shift our physical reality, and our physical reality comes in the form of clients, of projects, of money in the bank, your office, your PC that I'm talking to you here on, the services. They are physical things that need to be set up and paid for you to accomplish all these different things. And they need to be in place, and they need to be running well and efficiently and appropriately for you. There's an awful lot to think about when you're running your business. So it's important to be really clear, go back to your intention and know what you're about, what you're aiming for, something realistic, and know the energetic statement behind it. So is it joy? Is it success? Is it freedom? Is it wealth? What is behind? What's the energy? What's the word? That excitement? What are you aiming for? Because the thing is, you see, if you aim for it in your business, across the board in your business. So when you if you were going for success, or if you're going for, it says success, and you've got your target, this is the energy behind it. It's with regard to your clients. It's for your clients' success. It's your success in your networking. It's your success in all your systems working efficiently and properly. It's they are serving your needs to the highest level. Success is everything working in harmony and efficiently, and hopefully automatically as well, so you have less work to do. Success would be in the form of seeing money come into your bank, but also success is having all your bills paid, knowing you have enough in your bank account to pay the bills, knowing that you can take a week's holiday off, or knowing that you can take 2 weeks at Christmas and buy your kids the stuff. That the major expenses, lifestyle expenses that are coming up are you're okay. You've got it sorted. So that's confidence, and that is success. So your energetic statement, the energetic statement behind your intention, stems across everything. So it flows through your business. It'll flow. If you behave like that in business, and you set everything up like that in business, in your personal life, you will be exactly the same. So you'll be looking for success within your personal life, success in whatever way you want to run your home, or say renovate or decorate a home, whatever way you run your kids or your homework, the after school sessions, whatever way you run your car, whatever. So the whole thing, I hope you understand, the whole thing works through as a theme. So it's like a great big wave. It's not like a trickle of things that might happen in your business on a Monday and a Wednesday in your business, like a lot of people deal with their intentions. It's like a whole wave that's 24/7 across all aspects of your life. you'll achieve your goals far more fast. Now, but what I want to talk to you about, Quantum Leap, the reason why I'm really pushing this now, in Quantum Leap, I will help you work out your goal, a goal that's achievable, a goal that's really aligned with you. I have learned a technique in the Akashic Records where I can actually measure the possibility of you actually achieving your goal within that timeline. I'll be able to tell you exactly whether you're going to do it or not. Within that timeline, and sometimes you just need to, it might be, you might set it for 3 months, and maybe it is possible, but probably not achievable within 3. It might need to be 6. So I really hone down. I'm going to really tune into the energy of your intention and say, right, this is what you can do. This is your possibility of having it done. And then we look at what is the probability. What is the probability of you actually achieving it? Because we have to look at your ability to change and stretch and your thinking, yeah, the whole process. Yeah, it's really interesting. So, but anyway, you know what? It takes the pressure off. Knowing that and having it all written down in black and white, you know you've got an intention or a goal that's achievable, that's entirely possible. We'll get a percentage on your probability. You'll know what timeline you're going to do it in. And you know the energetic statement behind it. You have your manifesting blueprint and you know exactly how you're going to do it. It's just a matter of doing. It is actually, I won't say it's simple, but once you understand the different steps, like that whole relationship I've just explained to you there, that done consistently, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, it could take 3 to 5 years to do a really, really big intention, because it's a physical thing, it's a real thing in physical reality. That is how you do it when you bring it all together. And that's what I'll be doing in Quantum Leap. So if it's a thing that you would like to have all those things, get in touch with me. I will be doing different sessions on the evenings going right through. I think our next live session for the group in Quantum Leap is on the 15th, and I would want as many people as possible to join beforehand. You know, I want you to get as much as you possibly can from this success, okay? And make your life easier, but also more abundant. And get such clarity in what you're doing. Because what a lot of people, I see an awful lot of people do, and I've done this myself, is that we get very busy and we're doing a lot of stuff and a lot of work and we're working long hours. We're actually still in our comfort zone. We're in our comfort zone. We're just running around to different spaces within the comfort zone. We might think we're doing different things, but we're actually doing a lot of the same things. We've just called them different names. But we're still in the comfort zone. We haven't actually stretched outside of the comfort zone. And the only way you're going to get growth, the only way you're actually going to move and achieve your goals is by getting out of your comfort zone. It's the only way it's going to happen. Because if it was available inside your comfort zone, you'd have it already. You got to know that. In business, if you haven't got what you want, it's because you haven't stretched enough. It's a sickener, but that's actually what it means. If you have what you have is in your comfort zone. It's what you're more than capable of doing. What you don't have, your perception of lack, is outside your comfort zone, and you need to stretch to get it. You're not doing what actually makes you feel uncomfortable enough to get what it is that you want. That's what it is. Okay, as I said, Quantum Leap, I'm enrolling now for Quantum Leap. It's a 3-month intensive. We'll do, ideally, like, I'd love so many to come in for the first quarter and really go for it. And then we just set up your year, to be honest. It would be just fabulous. I'd love to see people just really, you know, getting it and run with it, because there's so much help available to you. So it's basically 3 months. Get it up, get sorted, and then it's rinse and repeat. Seriously, it's rinse and repeat. So 3 months, change your business, set it up, get it organized, know exactly where you're going, and start getting results, and stop working all the hours, all day, every day, and stop thinking about your business all the time. Go out and have some self-care. Go do things, God forbid, with people and family, and do nice things. Okay, so I'm going to leave you at that. Do get in touch if you're interested in working with me. This is completely different. There's nobody else offering what I do. Just be aware of that. And I do it in a very simple, direct and concise way. It does work. So be aware it is available to you. It's available now. And all you have to do is be open to the change. Okay, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'll be back again tomorrow. And just direct message me here if you would like to talk to me about getting your business sorted. Okay, doke. Bye-bye. Have a good evening.